מתי התחיל מלחמת 6 ימים, החיילים הישראלים סגרו את השטח, את הכפר העקבה ואת האדמות של העקבה, וכתבו עליה, זה שטח אש, אסור להיכנס, מי שייכנס לכפר הזה ימות. ב-83 התחילו לעשות אימונים כל הזמן על הכפר, על הבתים, בין הבתים, כל הזמן עשו אימונים באש חיה. כן, הייתי עם אבא שלי ואמא היו עובדים באדמות שלנו. אני הלכתי לעזור להם ולבקר אותם באדמה. הייתי בן 16 ואני הייתי עובד אותם. קיבלתי 3 כדורים, שני כדורים יצאו אותם בניתוח בבית חולים עפולה, ונשאר כדור אחד על יד הלב עכשיו נמצא. באו החיילים, אמרו, אנחנו מסתערים, אנחנו לא ראינו אותך בכפר, באדמות הכפר. אנחנו הלכנו לבית המשפט בעזרת האגודה בישראל.
האגודה לזכויות האזרח?
כן. שיפסיקו את האימונים בכפר ויציתו את המצב שהיה נמצא על התחלת הכפר אל-עקבה. ובית המשפט הישראלי ביקש מהחיילים לא יעשו אימונים לפני 2 אסור לטנקים להיכנס לעקבה, אסור לחיילים להתאמן בין הבתים או להיכנס לבתים. המצב יצא השנה, לפני כמה חודשים, מהכפר, אנחנו התחלנו לעזור לאנשים. בגלל אין חיילים בכפר, לא מפריע להם. התחלנו לסדר את גן הילדים.
We were approached by the Oxford Foundation of Pennsylvania. They had learned about our rebuilding projects, and they wanted to know if we would rebuild a school. We then met Abla Mahroum, who was the director of the Early Childhood Center of Jenin, and she located Al-Aqabah as being a very exciting place that we might be able to help them with their school. They had just come into this time when the Israeli court had said that the military camp had to leave. And so villagers were coming back with lots of excitement about reclaiming their homes, reclaiming their land, and they wanted, first of all, to rebuild a school for their children.
When I heard from your organization, I found that the suitable way and the suitable place to put this money in a kindergarten like this kindergarten.
Abla is a professional teacher and trained in early childhood education, and Layla is an engineer. They have both given us expert advice that we needed on the structure itself, on the programs that would be in the kindergarten. It was just a genuine pleasure working with them.
This is the old kindergarten, or part of it, let me say that, and this shows you how is the ceiling or the roof of it. It's a metal one, and as you can notice, it's concave now, so it's not safe anymore. And what makes it very unhealthy for the children that it's in the summer, it absorbs heat a lot, so it makes a very hot place here for the children. And the winter, it's very, very cold, and it's very noisy because the water is dropping on the roof, so it's all, very noise for the children, which make it for them very difficult to understand and listen to each other and react with them. After
will finish, we will have a lot of centers. For example, these 2 rooms, it will be a center for arts and science. And there is a rooms, it will be for stories and drama and theater. And there is a center, it will be for mathematics and language and play and major room.
هالصباح إسرائيليت قامها من هيلا إزراقية إسرائيل با نتنونا نش تايم إسرائيل ده فيها رسا لجان هيلا ديم في ليش تايم بإسرائيل بتيم بكفار عقبة قام مزجات الكفار بجلالها جدير كلنا مخشوين بجلالها جدير.
The separation barrier, the fence as Israel calls it, is coming right to the village. And here's again a situation in which there's no reason for it. There's no Israelis in the area. There's no security against anybody. Aqabah is in the middle of a completely Palestinian area. And yet there are houses that are threatened to be demolished, fields that will be ruined, the whole existence of the village threatened by the wall.
אבל עכשיו התחילו לפני כמה ימים הרסו 2 בתים. הם ישימו את הגדר בין כפר עקבה לבין כפר תייסיר, יהיה לנו בעיה גדולה בגלל שהאנשים כל הזמן הולכים להביא אוכל, להביא את המים, להביא את הכל, תרופות לאנשים מתייסיר וטובאס וג'נין.
This is the Green Line, the internationally recognized border between Israel and the Palestinian territories. The approaching fence will cut off Al-Aqabah from the rest of the West Bank. The route of the fence does not follow the Green Line, but encroaches deeply into the Palestinian territories. As the fence and wall deviates eastward from the Green Line, it traps thousands of Palestinians in enclaves. These are the orange areas on the map. Where the fence and wall have already been completed, dozens of Palestinian communities have been cut off from the West Bank. Residents in these enclaves are fenced off, or in many cases walled off, from the West Bank. This means most are unable to travel to work, school, hospitals, or visit relatives in the West Bank.
We're fighting in this particular case with Mr. Tusia Kohn, the lawyer. We're fighting the whole legality and the morality of the Israeli government demolishing homes of Palestinians, in general demolishing homes, but demolishing homes with absolutely no reason. There's no security reason. There's no reason because they're taking state land. It's not public land. It's not bothering anybody. It's purely land owned by the local people for their own benefit.
Al-Aqabah is an occupied territory, and as such, we need to understand which are the set of rules, the legal rules which exist at the time. Now, there are a set of rules according to the international law. And specifically, there are 2 main rules. This is the Hague Convention and Geneva Conventions. And those are the set of rules which Israel says they are obliging us. We are claiming that the actual issuing of the demolishing orders contradicts international law, and specifically the Geneva Convention, which states very clearly that it is prohibited to the occupying forces to enlarge its assets, or to demolish any assets which belongs to the individual or to as a whole.
Israeli governments have framed the conflict, have framed their policies in terms of security for Israel and terrorism. As an Israeli living here, I say that is not the basis of Israeli policies. We're in a situation in which Israel is trying to incorporate the occupied territories into Israel proper, but not the people. This is going to lead to an impossible situation of injustice, of apartheid, of suffering. And therefore, through Aqabah, we're trying to show people that there is no security issue here. There is no problem of terrorism, that instead Israel is acting here in order to take over the area.
One of the important aspects of the Al-Aqabah project is that it enables us also to tell all of the world that both Israelis and Palestinians benefit when a project like this is successful, when people throughout that land, all the people, are able to have an education, are able to have homes, and are able to have peace and security.
كيش مكل أناشيم هاي إسرائيليين قام هاي أناشيم بعلام شيبولة بكرتانو لشيبت تانو لشتوت كفي أوتام بكفار حكتان زي